there, folks! Welcome back to another edition of Fast Facts Live. I am your host, your quiz master of ceremonies, dressed like an NBA assistant coach, Dan O'Keefe. Our producer, Tom, is here as always. How are you, Tom?
I'm good. Oh, hold on.
There you are. You're good?
I'm good.
Good. Also joining us back from their 1 week molting is Charty. However, now with much less to do, because if you've already signed up your team, you may notice that we have replaced most of Charty's job with a robot, because we're planning on outsourcing this show completely within 6 months.
Outsourcing?
Yes.
To who? We're not going to do it anymore?
I cannot wait to be played by a man in Bangladesh. That is my dream. So what the Charty bot allows us to do basically is have more people play, because now having one person score it, as I tried to score it last week, it's really difficult to keep up the pace, and I had like a critical mass with 15 teams last week. So having the Charty bot and having Charty's job now just being to double check and make sure that everything is going smoothly, we'll be able to have many more teams, more competition, more fun, better game all around. Don't worry, if you still want to text Charty, you can. The number is still live, and Charty is still watching it with bated breath and
don't send your answers
talons.
to it.
Don't send your answers to that. Only send your answers in through the Messenger app.
Yeah. If you text us your answers, your score will not be counted.
Yes, we're not going to be like incredibly stringent. If you do it on accident once, sure, but we'll remind you. But if it keeps happening, your score won't be counted. You're much meaner than I am.
Well, I'm just trying to think of the ways to insert manual teams into the system that we've made, and it hurts my head.
If you text us your answers as opposed to using ChartyBot, we will personally come to your house and cough on your belongings.
Oh.
And that is a legal threat. No, we won't. I promise you we won't. Also, as a way, since we can add more teams now, we are instituting a new thing starting next week where we have a Fast Facts Live referral program, where if you refer a team and they play the same week that you're playing, you get an extra point the first time that they play. For example, if you tell your friends, hey, go play Fast Facts Live. Tell your friends, hey, come play Fast Facts Live. It's fun. The host is annoying, but you get over it eventually. And they play. We will start asking every team next week, did somebody refer you? If they say yes, we'll ask what team. And then, bada bing, bada boom, you get an extra point. You can get up to 5 extra points if you refer up to 5 teams. Obviously, don't have 5 teams right next to each other. Don't split up your team to get extra points. That'd be weird. But just try and spread the word, spread the fun. Like that old SNL sketch about Dos Equis sequel, Tres Equis, Most Equis, most fun. I think I went specific enough with that reference, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Speaking of specifics, let's go over the rules on how to play Fast Facts Live. So, how the game works for those of you who haven't played before. We have rules, and here they are. We have 5 rounds of 5 questions each. The final Hail Mary question is worth 50% of your score if you get it right. You have 30 seconds to submit each question to ChartyBot. And we have a double or nothing round at the end of that you can send in. Oh, this is different. Send your answers into ChartyBot. Be sure to follow the instructions and don't cheat, or because they're still here, Charty will eat you and then cough on all your belongings. How the double or nothing works: if you think you got a category all right, ChartyBot will ask if you want to do double or nothing. If you say yes, if you get even 1 question wrong, no points. If you get all 5 correct, however, you get double your score. It's pretty much that simple.
Yeah, and I made it foolproof, so it only asks you once. Like, if you use it, it won't ask you again.
Wow. Yeah. Tom is thinking ahead.
I thought a million steps ahead.
Yes, he did.
There's a way to get ChartyBot to send you a Jurassic Park GIF that I don't think anybody will find.
Yeah, don't test it.
Don't
test it after the game. After we're done.
I've tested it for the last 2.5 weeks.
And you haven't gotten it to send you the Jurassic Park GIF?
No, I have.
Okay.
Because I know how to do it. I've broken this thing every which way.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I think we're ready to move on now.
Sure.
We'll get more into Tom's. Oh, it's black. Here we
There
go. We'll get more into Tom's process on building the bot because I think it's really interesting later in the game.
Yeah.
And we'll also get more into the fact that my life is being surrounded by chatbots and I can't escape, and soon I will become a chatbot. But before we do that, let's get into the game. I don't have the iPad to read the names, but we'll read them off eventually. Anyways, round one. Those are the rules. Round one, other August 26th birthdays, because it's Tom Hillmeyer's 23rd birthday. I got it right. It's his 23rd birthday. Happy birthday, Tom.
Thanks, Dan.
Text your birthday messages to the number. Don't send them into ChartyBot.
You're making this way too complicated.
Send Tom your well wishes, please. Anyways, getting into round one, other people born on this day, August 26th. Question one, born on this day in 1986 in the City of Angels was what future Sun Devil, Thunder, and present day Rocket? You have 30 seconds. Hit me with your best shot. Moving on to question number two. Who was born on this day in 1910 in what was then known as the Ottoman Empire and died in modern-day Calcutta, West Bengal, India, only 10 days after Tom was born? They were honored with their current title in 2010 in Vatican City. Moving right along to question number three. What actor was born on this day in 1980 in the Big Apple, only to be abandoned there for a second time 12 years later? 30 seconds. Question number four. Whose parents said, "Oh, hello," to their new baby boy on this day in 1982 in the Windy City, later moving to New York City and becoming a writer for SNL, also known as Saturday Night Live? 30 seconds.
There you go.
And question number five. Although he was born on this day in Los Angeles in 1980, what actor is better known for his turn playing an intergalactic captain from Riverside, Iowa, exploring the final frontier, unlike the first frontier, which is Frontier Airlines? And that brings us to the end of round 5. Make sure that you sent in all your answers to ChartyBot, and make sure if you think you did really well, double or nothing it. If you don't think you did really well, don't double or nothing it. Or if you want to save it for later, don't double or nothing it. We're going to take a quick break right now in order to fix a technical issue. The technical issue being the fact that I'm really sweaty. We'll be back real quick with round 2 of Fast Facts Live. Don't go anywhere. Hi, everybody. We're back. I'm still sweaty. As it turns out, my genetics can't be fixed. Let's move on to round 2. And round 2 is Googie. There we go.
My computer is incredibly slow tonight.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot in here.
Yeah.
It's getting hot in her. So take off all your clothes. Anyways, what the future was supposed to look like. Googie, Googie, Googie. The TWA Flight Center was recently converted from an airport terminal to a hotel at the JFK Airport, which when opened in it was commonly known as what? You have 30 seconds, or maybe more. It was commonly known as not LaGuardia. Question 2. This motel sign bears a striking resemblance to what hotel chain's iconic signage? Well, we just learned that you shouldn't put a white picture behind a transparent timer. Question number 3. This building is the landmark of which airport? Moving right along to question number 4. Which state's Wildwood Shore Resort Historic District has an array of well-preserved Googie-style motels my specific interest? Fifth. Here we go. I'm back. 5th and final question. The Neon Museum in Las Vegas sits in the former lobby of the La Concha Motel. I said the La Concha Motel, which was designed by Paul R. Williams, who also designed an iconic building at which airport? 30 seconds. It brings us to the end of round 2. Send in your answers if you haven't already. I don't know how.
You just have to send that.
You just have to send the last answer in, unless you're really trying to remember from question 1 to send them all in at once. We'll be back in a little bit with the answers to rounds 1 and 2. Hopefully things will run a little bit faster. It's really hot in here. Hi, folks, we're back. Fast Facts Live. Tom's laptop is slightly cooler because he literally put an ice pack underneath it. Take that, Isaac Newton.
It's running a lot better now.
And it's cooler to the touch?
It's cooler to the touch.
Cooler to the touch.
Incredible.
Also, we now have a monitor. We had this monitor here last week where I can see myself while we record. And you know how some people need pink lip gloss to make their lips look like this?
Dan does not.
That's genetics, baby.
Oh, God.
We're going to dive deep into my genetics through random tangents.
You know what's also funny?
What?
Oh, my God. Ever since we started the show, your mic has gotten louder and my mic has gotten quieter. Like, just from the beginning. Oh, my God. No.
You're safe this time.
I've had to turn your mic down.
Oh, good. Let's go over the answers for rounds 1 and 2. Ooh, we are running a little bit behind, so we're going to go quick. Join our Patreon. You know the spiel. You know the deal. It gives us money. It takes it from your pockets and puts it in ours. 3 levels. We would very much like your support. Please and thank you. If you can't, no worry. If you can, please do. But also, support worthy causes too. Anyways, now let's go over the answers. Other August 26th birthdays. Born on this day in 86 in the City of Angels was what future Sun Devil, Thunder, and present Rocket? James Harden, the Beard. Question 2. Who was born on this day in 1910 in the Ottoman Empire and died in modern-day Calcutta, West Bengal, India? Only 10 days after Tom was born, they were honored with their current title in 2010 in Vatican City. That is Saint Mother Teresa of Calcutta. Question 3. What actor was born on this day in 1980 in the Big Apple only to be abandoned there for a second time 12 years later? Yeah, that's right. Macaulay Culkin is 40. Question 4. Whose parents said, "Oh, hello," to their new baby boy on this day in 1982 in the Windy City, later moving to NYC and becoming a writer for SNL? Yeah, that's right. John Mulaney is 2 years younger than Macaulay Culkin. And finally, although he was born on this day in LA in 1980, what actor is better known for his turn playing an intergalactic captain from Riverside, Iowa, exploring the final frontier? That's right. Chris Pine's eyebrows are the same age as Macaulay Culkin. And no, it's not Chris Pratt. It's the other Chris. Not Chris Evans either. The other one. I think there's a fourth. I don't know. The Chris Wars are hard to follow. Moving on to round 2. Googie, a round that I was told was incredibly difficult. Well, maybe you should have paid attention to the Googie unit in your history class. Ours was a 6-month unit, junior year of high school. Anyways, the TWA Flight Center was recently converted from an airport terminal to a hotel at JFK Airport, which opened in 1948 and was commonly known as what? It was known as Idlewild Airport, which is a really cool name. Question 2. This motel sign bears a striking resemblance to what hotel chain's iconic signage? It kind of looks like the In-N-Out sign now that I look at it. But we said hotel chain, and that is Holiday Inn, the world's innkeeper. Question 3. This building is the landmark of which airport? That is the Los Angeles International Airport, also known as LAX. Question 4. Which state's Wildwood Shore Resort Historic District has an array of well-preserved Googie-style motels? That is New Jersey. Yes. New Jersey. And question 5. The Neon Museum in Las Vegas sits on the former lobby of the La Concha Motel, which was designed by Paul R. Williams, who also designed an iconic building at which airport? Oh, you know what it is, baby! It's the theme building at Los Angeles International Airport, which you have seen recently in question number 3.
We tricked him.
We're tricky here at Fast Facts Live. Very tricky. Let's move on to round 3. Tom's top 5 favorite movies.
I love this category.
Because it's Tom's birthday. He turned 74. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're now eligible
for a lot of things.
for a lot of things.
From when I turned 65.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've had an AARP card for 24 years. Anyways.
You didn't major in math, did you?
No, I peaked at pre-calc and kind of just stopped there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I know what a tangent is. I don't know what it is. I know what to do if I see it. Run. Question number 1. Throughout Ben Stiller's The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, which is a remake of the film The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Walter is looking for a photo to be used as the cover photo for the final edition of what magazine? You have 30 seconds. Aha! Question number 2, or number 4, depending on how you're reading. In Robert Zemeckis' Back to the Future, well, that's the first time I've seen it written as Robert Zemeckis' Back to the Future. After Marty McFly asks for a tab and a Pepsi free at the cafe in 1955, he finally just asks for something without what? Moving on to question number 3. In Steven Spielberg's Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indy goes to find his former partner. Did you hear that? It was a loud motorcycle outside. Anyways, Indy goes to find his former partner, who runs a bar situated relatively close to what mountain range? 30 seconds. Moving on to question number 4. In Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather, Don Vito Corleone's eldest son is murdered while stopped in his car at what type of small roadside building? 30 seconds. Before we move on to question number 5, just a quick note. Please don't use any punctuation marks in your answers. Just letters, please. That helps it so that the system doesn't go all wonky and ChartyBot doesn't become sentient. Anyways, question number 5. Tom's favorite movie is the Christopher Nolan film Interstellar, released in 2014. In the film, the secret to the gravity problem is found inside what celestial occurrence? Listen to my band, Celestial Occurrence. And that brings us to the end of round 3. Send in your final answer to ChartyBot. I don't really have anything. Oh, double or nothing. If you think you did it, don't double or nothing. If you don't think you did it, what is it? You know, I don't know anymore. The worlds are turned upside down.
It's fun. I'm sitting here watching the answers come in.
Uh-huh.
It's fun to watch. Because like I see the answer come in and it says it reloads and it's scoring it automatically.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. And then it hits a question where it doesn't know it,
Uh-huh.
and it freaks out, and then I have to go fix it.
So what was your process in putting
Okay.
this together? I said we would explain it, and I want to hear the whole thing.
So we needed to scale up. So I know we needed to do some sort of automatic scoring system. And the first part about getting an automatic scoring system is to get everybody to submit their answers in a uniform way.
Mm-hmm.
Because doing it, the way we were doing it was pretty uniform, but there was still a lot of room for error.
Yes.
And you also, it's very difficult to take messages out of a SMS text message chat and do anything with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, how else can we do this? And we played with different types of forms, making a whole website where we could do it on. And then I'm like, why don't we do like a chat bot that will save your progress? So you're in a conversation with somebody. You can save your progress. If you use the Facebook Messenger app, it saves your progress in the cloud forever.
Mm-hmm.
If you do it on your phone in like Safari and Continuous Guest, it'll save it as long as you don't quit Safari.
Yeah.
So that was very helpful. That's something Forms didn't do. And then that gets everybody to submit their answers in the way that we can use them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found another way of comparing the answer people submit to the correct answer, and it determines how close they are related to each other. So it compares the two and is like, that's 67% the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then right now we determined that if you are 50% correct, that is a good benchmark for getting all the typos, if you miss a little part of the word but get most of it correct, that seems to be a good indication that you got it right.
Mm-hmm.
And so far it's working.
But that is also why we still have Charty around,
Yes.
aside from the fact that they do own both of our souls.
Yeah.
Is because, for example, with the Chris Pine answer,
Yes.
if you put in Chris Pratt, you're more than 50% correct. But
Yes.
you're still wrong, so that's why we still have Charty around to double check the answers and make sure everything is working well.
Yeah. And that's also if you read the instructions from Charty or ChartyBot. It says please use proper names. Don't avoid acronyms or slang or anything like that, because, like for the example of Los Angeles International Airport, I put in the system Los Angeles International Airport. So if you put Los Angeles Airport, that would have been 50% correct. You would have gotten it right. If you had just put Los Angeles, you would have gotten it right. But if you put LAX, the system would be like, no, that's not Los Angeles International Airport. But so we actually built in a backdoor so you can add points. So we have Charty looking at the individual points or individual questions that we know are going to be tricky and be like, oh, they got it right, add a point. Yeah.
And that is one of the areas where your Patreon donations could help us, because we could build a better system where we can have multiple answers. So if you send in LAX, it would count and we'd have to do it manually. It would do it automatically. Yeah. So give us your money.
We're always growing.
Yes.
And then
I'm 6'4" now.
Something to look forward to. I keep getting texts saying that they miss conversing with Charty. And I haven't had Charty look at the bot yet. And I can have them go in and change some wording and make it sound more fun.
Yeah.
I made it functional, and then we'll make it fun.
Yes. And you still can converse with Charty if you want to. We still have the number up.
Yeah,
Any issues, or if you just want to say hi and
the texting number is kind of up for support.
Yeah.
Everybody knows how to text, so they can text us and for help, which they've done.
or for fun.
Yeah. And looking forward to the end, after you submit your Hail Mary question, you are connected with Charty immediately. In the chat in ChartyBot. You're disconnected from ChartyBot, and you're connected to real Charty.
Yes, Charty is plugged into a wall.
So that'll happen at the very end.
Yes.
And that's when you can dispute any answers you think the ChartyBot got wrong or that scored wrong or anything like that. So just hold your questions until the end. And your applause. Please clap.
And that is the story of ChartyBot for now.
For the most part. For now.
There will be much more. We're growing. I'm 6'6" now.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I know. I don't show it.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on to round number 4. And round number 4 is... Who's that wearing number 26? It's the 26th. Tom just turned 126. So, now's the time. Question number 1. Who's that beast wearing number 26 on the Milwaukee Bucks? 30 seconds. moving right along to question number 2. Who dat is for the Steelers? You see, this round is great because I talk a lot less. Number 3, Cubby Blue. Who? Question number 4. Moving on to hockey. And moving on to question number 5. For all our soccer fans out there, I won't call it American football because it's not American football. It's just soccer.
Nobody was arguing with you that it was American football.
Who is this? And that brings us to the end of round 4. Send in your final answer to ChartyBot. Boy, if you really know specific figures in sports, double or nothing. If you don't, which I suspect most of you don't double or nothing unless you want to spite me. And with that, we're going to go to a break. We'll be back in a little bit with round 5 and the answers to rounds 3 and 4. Don't go anywhere. I'm stuck to this chair by my sweat. Hello there, folks. Welcome back to Fast Facts Live. I know that all of you come here to play and have fun and take your mind off of things for an hour every Wednesday night. But just to be serious for a moment, in the wake of Jacob Blake's shooting in Kenosha by police and the violence that has ensued there, leading to 2 protesters being shot and killed there, I just want to use my however meager platform we have to say that something needs to change. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to do it. That's not for us. That's not for me to say. That is for the people in power to say. And if the people in power can't do it, then the people in power need a change. So all I can say is use your voice and vote and just care for your community and care for people who don't have a voice and amplify their voices if you can. Yeah, and with that, I know this message coming from an upper middle class white guy. I am not a voice you should be amplifying. Amplify the people who can speak to these issues much better than I can. Okay, now let's go into the answers for round 4 in Fast Facts Live. Or sorry, round 3, Tom's top 5 favorite movies. Throughout Ben Stiller's The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Walter is looking for a photo to be used as the cover photo for the final edition of what magazine? That is Life magazine. Is that the actual final issue, or is that the one from the movie?
This is the front one from the movie.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Question number 4. 2. I'm confused by the number up top. In Robert Zemeckis' Back to the Future, after Marty McFly asks for a tab and a Pepsi Free at the cafe in 1955, he finally just asks for something without what? Without sugar. The reverse of Men in Black,
Which
where
is funny.
all he wants is sugar.
Which is funny because Pepsi Free is caffeine-free Pepsi. So he asked for tab, which doesn't have any sugar in it.
Mhm.
Then asked for Pepsi Free because it doesn't have any caffeine in it. And then asked for something that has no sugar and gets coffee that has a ton of caffeine in it. Marty cannot make up his dang mind.
Drag him, Tom.
I will.
Drag the 40-year-old movie.
I will.
Sorry, 35 years old. Question number 3. In Spielberg's Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indy goes to find his former partner who runs a bar situated relatively close to what mountain range? That is, the Himalayas. Question number 4. In Stephen Coppola's, that's my new name for him. In old Stevie Cope's The Godfather, Don Vito Corleone's eldest son is murdered while stopped in his car at what type of small roadside building? A toll booth. And question number 1. Tom's favorite movie is Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. In the film, the secret to the gravity problem is found inside what celestial occurrence? A black hole. Terrifying. Black holes are terrifying. Because we don't know what they are.
The absence of everything.
Maybe. Maybe that's it. We don't know. Anyway, who's wearing number 26? First off, Milwaukee Bucks. Who is this? Former Chicago Bull, former Atlanta Hawk, former Creighton Blue Jay. It's Kyle Korver. Who's this? Steelers Hall of Famer, Rod Woodson. We tried to get all the sports covered in here, at least all the big American ones, and also soccer. Question 3. Oh, who is this? It's Mr. Cub. Billy Williams. Who is this? This is the only one Tom got correct, which I was surprised by. It's Martin. I'm going to get it wrong one way or another, so I'm going to say St. Louis. Is it St. Louis?
They mentioned him the other night.
Email us at fastfactslive@gmail.com correcting my pronunciation. I want to see who does it. I'll fight you. Anyways, question 5. Soccer boy. No, he is from Manchester City, and his name is Riyad Mahrez. I don't know who he is, but I guess he's really good because he plays on one of the best teams in the Premier League. Sorry, the Premier Soccer League. Again, fight me. I welcome the challenge. Let's move on to round 5. I would give a scoring update, but again, we're just going to do it at the end of the game. Make it real spicy. Your scores have been scrolling through.
You can see them on screen.
Yeah, you can see them on screen. I can't. But they are not updated entirely in real time, so there is a delay between what's on there and what the actual score is. Anyways, now it's time for our grab fact category, toss bag. Everybody's favorite category. I keep being told this, but I've never met everyone. Anyways, question number 1, what's a group of hummingbirds called? What Irish rock band's 1992 to 1993 World Tour always opened with a song named after a train station in Germany near the Berlin Zoo, a station that now serves a train line that happens to have the same name as the band? Did we get specific enough? Are you gonna get specific enough? Oh, I have hair in my mouth now. Anyways, question 3. It was revealed yesterday that Lionel Messi wants to leave Barcelona, the second most successful team in the history of La Liga, a soccer league, behind what powerhouse club? Question number 4. What restaurant's mascot is a large, anthropomorphized cheese curd, I said that word wrong, named Curtis? And our final question of this round. On the exact same day that Tom was born, there was an international independent commission on decommissioning, agreed upon by the UK and Ireland, a part of the peace process to end what conflict? Again, did we get specific enough? 30 seconds. Sorry, I went away from the question a little bit early. It's because I was trying to step on a bug. I missed it, and I stepped on the keyboard instead. Send your last answer into ChartieBot. If you haven't used your double or nothing and you want to, do it. Otherwise, forever hold your peace. You are getting married, and I am the proctor. That's not what it's called. What's the person who marries you? What are they called?
Like an officiant? Minister?
Minister. Yes.
You know, a minister.
I like proctor. It makes it sound like getting married is a test. Well, it's time for the Hail Mary question.
Is it?
It is.
Oh.
It's the Hail Mary question. It's worth 50% of your score if you get it right. If you get it wrong, no harm, no foul. That's how it works. That's how it has always worked, and that's probably how it will work forever. For the next 75 years. That's forever, Tom. Forever.
I've got thoughts on that.
Forever!
I have thoughts on that.
Forever. Anyways, question. Well, here we go. Tom is a graduate of St. Louis University High School, and a fellow St. Louis University High School alumnus has actually appeared on U.S. currency with his mother. In fact, to our knowledge, it is the only depiction of two people on the same side of a piece of U.S. currency. Who is this fellow graduate's mother? You have 30 seconds. Try your best. I believe in you. Charty, Hey, that's it. That's our Hail Mary question. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the winner and the answers. So don't go anywhere. I recently unstuck myself from this chair, so I'm free to prance about the room, but you, stay right there. Hey, 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 we're back. We have the answers. We're going to go quick because we're running over. So, anyways, join our Patreon. You know the gist. You know the deal. Give us your money. We'll make the show better.
Better.
More.
We'll make more show.
We'll make more show. You think the 26 questions is enough? No. 79 questions.
I would love that.
You have 3 minutes to answer each question. It's an 8-hour workday's worth of a show. Patreon.com/FastFactsLive. Anyways, let's go over the answers. For our toss bag, what's a group of hummingbirds called? They are known as a charm. Very cute. I thought it was a song. I was wrong. Long-da-dong. What Irish rock band's 1992 to 93 world tour always opened with a song named after a train station in Germany near the Berlin Zoo, a station that now serves a train line that happens to have the same name as the band? U2!
Do you want to know what the song is called?
Is it, Achtung Baby? That's action.
The album.
Yeah. I know that's the album.
Zoo Station.
Oh.
It's the station by the zoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard the song.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
I like the Pogues. They're an Irish band.
Pogues are good.
Yeah, I can name one song by them.
Oh. Good for you.
Shower me with praise. Question number 3. It was revealed yesterday that Lionel Messi wants to leave Barcelona. The second... What? Lionel Messi? That's his name.
Okay.
What? No, what's wrong with that?
That was Lionel Messi.
Lionel? No.
It's Lionel?
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 What were you... You said Lionel.
Okay.
Lionel Messi. Yeah, he wants to leave Barcelona, the second most successful team in the history of the soccer league, La Liga. Behind what powerhouse club? That was Real Madrid, or Real Madrid. Question number 4. What restaurant's mascot is a large anthropomorphized cheese curd named Curtis? I pronounced it correctly. It's Culver's. Next show, we'll have a giant anthropomorphized cheese curd sitting on the couch behind me. Question 5. On the exact day that Tom was born, there was an independent international commission on decommissioning agreed upon between the UK and Ireland, a part of the peace process to end what conflict? The Troubles. Very Irish for the toss bag round.
There were 2 Ireland questions.
Very Irish.
Very.
Very Irish.
Less than 50%.
Yes, like me.
You are more than 50% Irish.
I don't know. I'm mostly British Isle, with a sprinkling of Viking thrown in there.
You're telling me Daniel Joseph O'Keefe and somebody with your pale skin
It's where I get my
100%
my supple
Irish.
pink lips from. The Emerald Green Isle. Hail Mary. Tom is a graduate of St. Louis University High School, and a fellow St. Louis University High School alumnus has actually appeared on U.S. currency with his mother. In fact, to our knowledge, it is the only depiction of 2 people on the same side of a piece of U.S. currency. Who is this fellow graduate's mother? It is Sacagawea, and you can see him sitting there in her hood. Apparently, I can't put babies in my hoodies now, but, you know, whatever. We have an out-and-out winner, so our Hail Mary question tiebreaker was, what time of day was Tom born? We were asking for specific times, and the answer, 6:40 a.m. That's why he's a morning person, because he was born in the morning. I was born in the afternoon, which is why I just want to sleep all the time. Anyways,
Explains a lot.
it does. Let's go over the winners.
Sure.
And the overall scores. So, in last place, unfortunately, we have
Hold on.
What? What's going on? I don't know what's going on.
We're dropping a ton of frames. I think the internet went out. Hold on.
Looks like the internet's on. I don't know. If you can still hear me, go to Fast Facts Live on Patreon and give us your money. Yes, don't we love technical issues? Maybe it's the heat.
I wouldn't put it past it.
Are you pulling up the stream to check? Well, now that's just me and you guys.
Yeah, we're like dropping like flies here.
I don't know what that means.
It's super slow.
Ah, good.
And I don't know why. Somebody's using our network. Hold on, let me do this.
On?
Yeah, give it a minute. Banter so that people can come back.
Okay.
Something happened with our internet. Like the speed dropped dramatically.
Spectrum.
I've had so many problems with Spectrum this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's unreal.
Like what?
So I'm working from home,
Yes.
and I'm actually remotely logging into a computer in our office.
Mm-hmm.
So I work on like my laptop sitting here,
Mm-hmm.
and I was working yesterday, here, and then just the Wi-Fi went out, and I thought it was my router. I'm like, okay, and then I checked the modem, and the modem's like, oh, there's no internet. Spectrum's not giving you internet. And I'm
Great.
like, great. This is the first time this has happened since I moved in months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So then I rebooted the modem, couldn't find the internet,
Good.
and then I called Spectrum, and they're like, oh, well, it says you're not getting internet, so we're going to send somebody out. And I'm
Great.
like, great. Can I just get like a new modem or something?
Yeah.
Like, can I walk to the store that's a block and a half that way and
Yeah.
get a modem? The second I schedule an appointment, it came back on.
Of course it did.
Yeah. So then I called them right back. I was like, cancel that appointment. Internet's working now.
Yeah.
And it's been working fine until just now when the speed dropped dramatically.
And when the world needed him most, he vanished.
So now we're back on. I lowered the quality dramatically.
Oh, good.
So now we're running on. People might not notice a difference. We're still streaming in 1080p. It's just at 1500 megabits per second instead of 6000.
I don't know what that means. Let's go over the answers.
Yes.
Okay. In last place, we have my parents with 0 points. Their team name is Where's Emmett? You know.
Where did your parents go, Dan? That should have been their team.
They're watching the Cubs game.
That's unfortunate.
Anyways, in 15th place, we have JH and Happy Birthday Tom tied with 7 points. In 14th place, we have Olaf's Cool Kids still under house arrest, 8 points. Tied in 12th place, we have Once Bitten, Twice Weiss and A. Woodchuck with 10 points. In 11th place, we have Coney Boomer and the Glaucoma Gang with 12 points. Fun name there. In 10th place, we have Bucks and 6 with 13 points. In 9th place, we have Messy, I don't want to swear, Biches, who live for drama with 15 points. In 8th place, we have California Cool Guys with 16 points. In 7th place, we have a very long name, Hippopotamonstro-phobia, fear of long words with 16.5 points. In 6th place, we have Fat Flax Chive with 17 points. In 5th place, we have We're Just Guessing with 19 points. In 4th place, we have Quiz Cats with 21 points. 3rd place, Angry Mushroom Heads with 23 points. 2nd place, The Right Winks with 31.5 points, which means in 1st place, Messi to St. Louis City SC, 33 points. Congratulations to whomever that is. Maybe your son just turned 23 today. Did I give it away? It's Tom's dad. Tom's dad won this game. Congrats.
Congrats, Dan.
Congrats, Patrick. Pat.
Yeah.
Tommy, Pat. Tim Patrick. I don't know. Congrats to you, Tom, on your 23rd birthday.
Thank you.
You can't see it behind me, but there is a gift that we have for him. We won't make you unwrap it on air, but
Thank you.
You'll enjoy it.
Thanks.
Thank you to everybody for playing. We'll be back next week with another edition of Fast Facts Live.
Can we say something real quick?
Yeah.
The scoring issues that we were finding where it looks like you were missing, like your score would go down between rounds, that has been resolved. These are correct scores. This final scores that we just said and are taking on the bottom are correct. We fixed the problem.
God has spoken. We'll be back next week with another edition of Fast Facts Live. Thank you, Tom, for being here. The show literally could not run without you, especially with all the things that we're doing now.
It doesn't run very well with me.
It runs, though. Thank you, Charty, for being our guest liaison. I think that's a good way to put it. I don't know. We'll come up with a different title for Charty every week. Thank you to all of you for playing. We couldn't have this show without you, and thank you for your support if you support us on Patreon. If you don't, thank you for playing anyway. I am Dan O'Keefe. I have been and will continue to be Dan O'Keefe. We'll be back next week with another edition of Fast Facts Live. Stay safe, wear a mask, do what you can. Bye-bye.